I definitely never thought I was going to be a videographer, a photographer, anything like that. It was just something that came back to me naturally. To get into the industry, I started working at Proctor Surfboards, who shapes custom surfboards. I told him I'd always film anybody he has on the team. He'd send me here and there around California, a little bit around Ventura, to film his longboarder, Larry Ugali. Eventually, I met Jay Phillips, who is a pretty famous surfer in Australia. He came out to California and filmed him.
Not dumb enough to think that you invented it. I like your style a lot. At times I must admit that I resented it. Now gracefully forgotten by you. You're always ready to.
Doesn't really look like there's anything to surf. Go walk over by them. I've been filming Larry for 3 years.
Tide's gonna switch pretty soon.
What does that mean? It get better?
Yeah.
Is it low tide right now? Going high?
Yeah. Let's get Bushy to go out. Bushy, let's go for like.
By knowing Larry, I've definitely met a lot of different people, different surfers.
See, I wanted to pile out with my joint in my mouth, but Larry said there's too many little kids.
Yeah.
One day those kids are gonna grow up and smoke pot soon, though. You know what I mean? So.
Actually, I never drink before I go out. I'm only doing this because I don't want to go out at all. Oh, I see all this. Why would you have your alarm system box on the outside corner of your house where people park? Like, what if someone's gonna come break into your house? What are they gonna, the first thing they're gonna do? They don't even have to go onto your property. They just come over here and fucking turn that shit off.
That's the fucking sewer, dude. Yeah. It says for sewer emergency call, in case of sewer emergency call.
Yeah, but I've seen other places like that.
Tide's still going down.
Let's go out there. What are you doing? salad?
I don't know, I'm waiting for a homeboy.
Being 19 in the industry is difficult because I have to pretend like I'm older than I actually am and put off a vibe that I'm mature and not just an immature 19-year-old. As a child, I had a lot of life experiences. My mom was a professional photographer, and I would travel around the world with her on all of her assignments. It was very humbling to see that at a young age and realize that I have a lot. Some other people don't have as much. My mom always used me as a model when we were traveling. Sometimes my mom would get me to do some pretty ridiculous things and she'd have to bribe me. Some of the favorite places I've traveled to have been probably Australia and Indonesia. Some Indonesian ceremonies just put right in with all the locals. Really got to see their way of life. I stopped traveling with my mom and started competitively snowboarding when I was around 12 years old. I was snowboarding in a competition. My coach told me to do a trick that I wasn't comfortable with, and I went off the jump and fell and hurt myself really bad and broke my humerus. After my accident, I kept snowboarding my life by filming my friends and my team. I became really passionate about filming and got my GED. I got accepted into Brooks Institute. Kind of saw that the school was more driven toward big Hollywood movie pictures. It was really about like being individual and just doing my own things and filming and editing my own stuff. If I just went out and lived life and just learned it by making mistakes, I could save money and do a lot more. Proctor formed a trip to Indonesia for me to go out and film Jay Phillips in Australia and to film him in Indonesia. Get to Australia, meet Jay Phillips, bring him the boards, and then he's living with his grandmother and his wife and his 2-year-old daughter. Stumbling distance from the beach. The beach is like just pristine and no one there, like perfect little right-hander. in Indonesia. Todd Proctor basically kicked Jay Phillips off the team during the movie was being made. So at that point, none of the footage of Jay was worth anything to Todd. When I got back, I have a bunch of this footage that's Jay Phillips riding unstickered boards with Todd Proctor on it. I was expecting to like have to edit or just to give all the footage that I had just shot and just hand it over to Todd Proctor, so he had full rights of it. Although all this bullshit has happened to me, I still keep my head in the game by just filming as much as I can, keep practicing and just trying to be creative and just keep a positive attitude. I'm currently working for Jack McCoy, and he's a really well-known cinematographer in the surf industry. I'm very excited to be working for Jack. I don't think there's anybody else I'd rather work for. I've loved all his films. Right now to meet up with Larry, and Dane Reynolds I guess is there. So if I get some footage for Jack McCoy of Dane, that'd be great. But I should have been there a lot earlier. Larry was supposed to call me earlier, but surfers really are hard to get in touch with, and they're kind of just living in their own little world, I guess. It's frustrating. I don't know, I just pulled up. It looks like there's a little peak. I don't know. It always tends like I need to be there earlier always. I just need to find someone who's really stoked on filming. Found this on the train tracks. It's pretty cool. That's good luck. Alright, I gotta make sure that no one's filming. I gotta find a spot I can hide. Okay, there's Adam Bierce and all those guys, so I gotta like... I don't want to really film that far away, but I gotta fucking sit in here. I got a few good shots. Like I said before, I was taking pictures during the good wave. Jack once mentioned that I could be the next Jack McCoy. It definitely gave me a boost of confidence.